Was that what we opened up to?
Yeah, that was great.
They're gonna hate us.
I am so on point with everything right now. I'm in it to win it. So on point that I got viciously yelled at on that video, during that video, that I forgot to say a huge thank you to Roll20 for sponsoring us, as always. So there. I said it. You can't yell at me anymore, Carrick.
I can do whatever I damn well please.
It's true, it hasn't stopped him before.
It's true, it hasn't. But no,
True.
I'm very grateful to Roll20 for sponsoring us, and I shall never forget. That's a lie. I will try very hard to not. I love you, Roll20. Don't hate me.
See if Roll20 ever calls you back, Jade.
I know, right?
Roll20 already.
Incoming nat ones for you.
Yeah. Oh god.
I'll redirect to Varso.
That would be hilarious if you rolled so many nat ones this session.
I don't have to worry about Roll20 hating us because clearly Varso is paying them under the table for all these nat 20s, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's under
I
the
know a
table
guy.
anymore.
You know a guy. Anyways.
Alright. So we ended after Tetsu melted a robot's chest and allowed his hand to go through it after melting it.
Disintegrated, not melted.
Melted, kicked it back to the ground. Boom. You're where you belong, robot. You guys rested 10 minutes. Got your stamina back. And glanced up the north door where the robot had kicked it in. Got a little peek in there. And then you open the eastern door to reveal these two absolutely huge screens, 12 by 14 feet, just kind of hanging on the wall. Large keyboards set on pedestals right in front of them, and a big mainframe in the middle that I think I said led y'all to believe after some checks prior and some cords and such that this is what is probably powering where all of the data is housed and what is probably powering the feeds on the left side as well.
Okay. At this point, I'm going to try to rush forward, eager to get my hands on some tech, but not eager enough to go first. So I'm going to push you guys forward. Come on.
Yeah, Eisen and I'll slowly maneuver in.
Yeah. Do we feel her pushing?
I mean, come on,
Can I just look around as we're entering?
Can
I just look around as we're entering that there's not a trip mine or something crazy?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Yeah.
Not actually expecting a trip mine, but
Come on, move.
I have too many screens up.
Seems
25.
So. All right,
It's the
you
only skill
kind
I
of
roll
glancing as you're walking in, making sure none of these tiles are gonna pressure plate under you or anything. The only sus thing you see in this room is Dr. No, I'm just kidding.
Hold on, give me
It's
one.
the green algae on the wall.
Algae, yeah, got it. All right, I figured.
Does
the
algae seem to be
touching
the computer
quickly.
stuff? As it got in there?
Hello, can you hear me? Boop boop.
Gonna what? Hi.
Kinda.
Sort of.
You're kind of cutting out.
You're cutting it out a little?
Tetsu's
second,
just gonna go
Seeker.
to the top here.
1 second, pause.
Look down
Boop boop boop.
Hi.
Can you hear me? Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm so sorry, guys. Technical difficulties.
Guys, I'm scared.
Ah.
It wouldn't be a stream.
You know,
without
Sarah,
that.
we're supposed to get the
That's
technical difficulties out of the way before
Yeah, I
stream.
know.
Man.
What were you thinking?
It's just, yeah, it's just got.
Why
it just
did you
got
choose
super
now
weird.
to have a technical difficulty? Make a conscious decision to do this.
I'm very confused because, Y'all hear yourselves
Disgraceful.
fine, and then I hear you guys in very different ways. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you look
You
like
hear
you're
us
lag-
better now.
Yes.
Okay, then we might be out of the woods and technical difficulties.
Fingers crossed.
But we're on a moon. There are no woods.
Yeah, you said there's no air here. How can there be trees, Waffles? That's stupid.
We're out of the algae and technical difficulties.
Oh wait, no, there
Oh,
are
I
trees
didn't
on the
wanna be
map.
in
Hold
that.
up.
Ooh.
Yeah, there
Oh,
are
we are
trees.
in the woods.
Oh God, we're not out of the woods at
We
all.
played like a fiddle.
Yeah, that's a whole different question. Is why the hell there are trees? Because these are the only places there are trees. So we'll
Moon
get to that.
trees, moon trees.
I think we're better.
Something
Okay.
strange is going on.
We think we're good. All right, what's up, Tetsu? You were saying something.
Oh no, I was just saying Tetsu's standing up here and like just guarding down this hallway, so we don't get
Alright.
like surprised.
You see a door at the end of the hallway, and then a door kind of on the right as you're going up.
Okay.
In fact, can I walk a little bit down with Tetsu down this hallway?
Sure.
And actually, I didn't notice there was a door there. I'm gonna listen in the door to see if I hear anything.
Okay, listen. Give me a perception check.
13.
You don't hear anything.
Then I'm just standing here, guard.
All
Does-
right.
Does the algae seem to have progressed over to the computers? Like, is there a risk that it may have dissolved some of it?
From what you can see, no.
Okay, so maybe it
That's
only eats
good.
like organic stuff.
I'm gonna step up to the mainframe and just with my hands near both the monitors, I just kind of like wave my hand over it and towards the monitors. Can I get a sense of what information this holds?
Sure. Will you ping that spell for me or that ability for me again and let me know exactly what I should be giving you?
Heck yeah. As a standard action, I get a general sense of what information is stored on drives or other digital storage medias.
Very general, such as financial records, military records, or spells. Gotcha. Yeah, you get the sense that experimentation logs are stored here.
Very creepily, I kind of look up and I glance towards Dr. Len, having not touched this thing, and I tell you, they're keeping the experimentation logs on here. Is this something of interest to you?
Well, I suppose I'm sure anything would be useful for our mission. So yeah, we should probably get that.
Uh-huh.
For the
You can
mission.
tell that she's very, like, I know this is relevant to you, but sure, if this is the game we're playing. Now,
Eisen
I'm
definitely quirks an eyebrow of, like, suspicious.
You don't have eyebrows, Rock Boy.
I can have rocky eyebrows, thank you very much.
get wrecked.
He has a brow.
All right, so I have...
So
Sorry.
so we want to get the info off this. Can you do that? You got somewhere to store it? Because
Because what?
if you don't got something, I do. They point at their mask.
Well, I want to safely access the information first, so
Well, yeah.
looking at my lovely notes from last session and all the detail we went into on hacking, what I want to do is, first of all, just a computer check to see about what tier I believe this will be for us. And if it's separate, that's perfectly fine, but I want to kind of look through this and see, has this been recently accessed already? Because just like the door, somebody's been through here. And then second,
Sure.
what tier?
I'd like
Yeah,
to
give
help
me
with
that,
that if I can.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me the general computers check to just get like a glance information on it.
That'll be a 28.
Jeez.
And
Wow, I rolled a
looks
12.
like a 12, a natural 2, but you still succeed at aiding because aiding is DC 10. So
Which is a
Yeah.
plus
I thought it was 15.
2.
dos. So that's
Hey.
a nice round 30.
Yeah. Okay. Giving the computer like a good look over. It looks to be tier 3. And it looks like it's been accessed recently. Both by normal standards and by it looks like someone attempted to bypass, but they didn't try to they didn't like force their way in or anything. Like so like this general check is including you like typing on it a little bit. Nothing that's gonna get like firewalls and stuff to pop up on you and attack you or anything, but like you're giving it a quick little access, and you can tell that someone attempted to delve into it and then didn't.
Okay. Is there any way to identify if countermeasures have already been triggered?
Yes, and no, you don't think they have.
Okay. When you said that, like, I starting to like access it just a little bit, I just imagine like, all right, let's get the screensaver off. Let's just click enter.
You're like on the window screen clicking at folders right now. That's it.
Okay.
Oh.
So this is
my.
quite an intricate computer, which I would expect nothing less from a place like this. So mechanically or like numerically speaking, if it's tier 3, that means that it's 4 times 12 times, or sorry, 4 times 3 times plus 13. So
That'll be 25.
25.
Should be the base DC for basically everything that you need to do.
I don't
Oof.
know.
That's pretty rough.
It is rough, but if perhaps Tetsu and Moat, you help me, we can certainly try to do it together. You take that keyboard and just follow my lead. Which makes no sense, by the way, for how computers work at all,
Yeah.
but I'm going with it.
It
We
can
all
make
type
more
on
like-
these separate keyboards.
It can definitely make sense for like countermeasures and how hacking works, though. Like a
What
lot
are
of
we, a
times.
crappy TV
against
show that
speed.
doesn't know how to hack?
Yes.
So what you do, right, is you see this keyboard, you just go really as fast
You
as
just
you
smash your
can.
face at.
Yeah. Bash your face, take your
I
foot,
know how
start
computers
going.
work.
Yeah, Zeha just puts her face in the keyboard and rolls it around, and it unlocks. Just like,
I'm in.
Beautiful.
Can multiple people help, or is it just like one?
No.
Multiple people can, as long as somebody's not taking 10 or 20, you can help.
Oh, then
Yeah, and there's no point
Yeah.
in
go
taking
on.
10 or
I'm
20.
sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
I was just going to ask, as a plan B, Eisen is just going to look at the mainframe itself. Do I feel like I could just pick it up and take it to the ship?
It would be a trick. I would call you encumbered. You'd be moving at half speed. You couldn't
Yeah.
pull a sword out with it or anything. But yeah, you could.
Because we do know a technological assistant who probably could just integrate with the thing if need be.
If need be, but we don't know what else we're getting
Yeah.
into, and this will give us
Tetsu's
information.
already typing.
No. Okay, sure. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, if anybody wants to give some Herenthal Owlbear nugs to anybody, now's the time.
Just don't fail.
Yeah, we're going.
We're going in.
Yeah,
May
just don't
I
fail.
help as well?
Yeah, don't.
Oh.
Yes.
jeez.
I will offer one thing though. I always offer it the first time as a nice GM. Never offer it again. Math-wise, you could take 20 and pass.
But then it increases the DC by 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What DC? Did I say that?
Yeah.
Isn't that a standard thing for Take 20? Or
Yeah,
was
That's what I
that for
thought
hacking?
you told.
Does it? I didn't think it did. Maybe
That was
that's
like
a
the whole
Pathfinder
thing where
one
like, oh gosh, we have to go back and learn how to hack again.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Back to hacking school, guys.
Round 2.
So
I don't see anything I wrote down about increasing the DC by 10. You can cut the time in half for every 5 that you increase the DC.
No.
That's just time-wise.
Okay. So is there a downside to ever taking 10? I thought that you could only Oh. Taking 10 is you don't roll computers at that point. You just take your score.
Right.
Yeah, so you can take 10. It literally takes you 10 minutes, which is a huge downside in some situations. And you get a 10 on the dice. You can also take 20. It takes you 20 minutes. Again, big downside in some situations. You get a 20 on the dice.
But there's
It
no way
also
I can
assumes
pass
you fail
the-
multiple times.
Oh yeah, that's true actually. Maybe that's what we were thinking of. Thank you for bringing that up, Tetsu. Countermeasures you can't take 20 on countermeasures to like disable them, or like traps or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then if you take 20 to hack, it assumes that you're taking so much time, you're failing multiple times, and you will enact countermeasures.
Right.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
but-
like when you're trying to unlock your iPad and you can't remember the password. It's eventually just going to lock you out.
Basically.
My thing is, though, without rolling, I can't pass the DC, because without rolling, I have a 19.
Yeah,
What?
I mean, I think taking
No,
a 10
I-
assumes also failures.
No,
No,
he's saying if
okay.
you take 20.
Yeah, taking 20, you get a 20 on the dice.
Taking 20 and taking 10 is 10 on the dice?
No, taking
Right.
20, you get a 20 on the dice,
Yes.
and then you add your bonuses.
Okay.
Which is separate
So
from
you
taking
would have
10. Like, they're
you
two
would have
different things.
you would have a 29 if you took 20.
I understand that. I was asking what happens when you take 10.
You get a 10
That's
on
what
the
I
dice.
said. You said no.
Yeah, you're right.
But you're
Well,
also
you
assuming
said
you're going to fail.
You said you couldn't
some of
take
those-
time and pass.
No, I said when you take 10, I get a 10 on the dice.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't hear that part. Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, we could take 20 if we wanted, but that's up to everybody.
Any countermeasures or anything on here, we're tripping if we take 20.
Yeah, so okay, let's just do what we're going to do. Let's go back to that.
Roll.
Yeah, everyone
Roll
help
them
them let's roll
dice.
for it.
Okay.
I rolled a 24 on my help check, so +2 for me.
Oh, of course, that's a 17
I rolled
for
a
me.
15.
I rolled a 25 flat.
All right, so it's
well,
3
flat.
successes.
25.
Yeah, so 26. Or sorry, 6, so 23.
Yep. 23 right now.
And what was it that we needed? If I had
Yeah.
just rolled.
Eisen,
let
it's
me-
a team
25.
effort.
Let me get
Uh,
get in here, buddy.
let me get Waspit on this.
I mean,
Can watch
I
me.
just
Kidding.
so
I don't know if Wasp can aid.
I mean, Wasp has a computer skill.
do people ask Eisen to help? Because he's like, if you look at him, he's slightly uncertain about touching any sort of delicate device.
At this point, I would say literally all of us are crowded around this computer, like just crowded hacking in. So if you're taking a step back, hesitating, like I don't know that we would be like join in. Like I think it's just a matter of joining
Right.
in.
Yeah, just because of reasons, Eisen would be like, I'm probably going to screw it up. Plus, I only have a +1. So if I roll poorly, I could just make it a negative, which would be problematic.
So right now, we don't make it, which means that what happens?
Any kind of countermeasures that would activate will activate. Because I assume that's what you guys were going for first, is to find and deactivate any countermeasures.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, pop them off.
All right, let's go. Trigger those countermeasures. Let's fight more robots.
Man, I should have done this on my own
Well, I rolled a 28 the first
instead of
time.
helping you.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
an idiot,
Just
guys.
roll better.
Because
fine.
additionally,
What?
I could have taken half the time. So we could have taken 20 and 10. Because I have
No,
a
but we
four-handed hacker.
can't. That assumes failure.
We'd still
We would
trigger all the
fail
counter-
anyway.
Yeah, we
it
failed
would still be the
anyways.
same difference.
Okay.
Doesn't make any
As you
oh
guys-
my God.
As you guys are crowded around this computer, you just typing away. Not sure who did it,
It was Tetsu.
but at one point, like, because you're all typing crazily, at one point, you guys watch just pop up this big square on the screen, says security protocol enabled. And then you watch the screen like flash twice, like red, and then it blips away.
The screen goes black, or just that
Tetsu looks
notification?
at the-
Just that notification goes away.
Welp. Alright, well that didn't work. Whatever security
Perhaps security.
is enabling, I'm sure it's on its way.
I mean,
We might have killed it.
to be fair, we already kind of killed the one security bot.
True,
so far.
true. So should I just keep going then? Should we just try to get in here?
Eisen, is that door making noise now?
Is it making noise now?
No. You don't hear anything down there?
No, not that I can hear.
Okay.
It should be fine.
I thought that might be a security room.
So given the countermeasures are tripped, can I just try to hack in there and gain access? Like, can I just go now?
Sure.
Okay, so that's another computer check.
Just gonna need to load.
Okay. So, another set of like rolls for everyone.
Jesus Christ. That's
I'm
a
not
lot.
helping, I'm keeping watch.
Yeah, I'm on high alert right now.
Moat would have wanted to roll separate.
Okay.
Try their own hand. Since
Well,
that didn't work out.
I know that I won't be able to make it without you guys helping me, so
Yeah.
like I mean
I was
if
playing.
Moat is gonna say something, talk to me.
I mean, look, you guys. I think you honestly screwed me up. I'm going in alone. I think I can disable this.
Alright, then I will take a step back and I will not roll.
Oh, I thought you were rolling it. Either way, I didn't see. I rolled a 21.
Okay. So you guys are, whoever's rolling, goes at it for a solid minute. Can't seem to find the way in. I'll go and tell you. Once you fail, I'm not gonna let you roll again on like hacking. You can always decide to take 20 and still get in there if time allows, if like the situation and time allows.
So once Moat, I take a step back, thinking, oh, you think you can do better, sure, and I let him go. And when that doesn't work, I wait for a moment of frustration and I ask, are you ready to help us again and work together?
Oh, well, it would have been great if some of the suggestions I had given in the earlier would have taken, then maybe would have gotten in a situation. Look, why do we need this? We need the stuff. We want the stuff.
About the experiments
Yes.
that are being handled.
Okay. Let's. Okay.
Dr. Len, are you willing
Is
to
there
help?
not a scientist that is maybe dead or dying?
Yeah.
We can
Yes,
come back
well,
to this
we-
computer if that's what you all want.
We
I
slept in orbit for 8 hours, so I mean, if he's
I
dead,
was
he's
shot
dead.
in the back.
If look, this thing is not a simple computer. Now, I don't think a single one of us can do it alone. So, if we're going to do this, come on, just help me. If not, let's go. But I can't do it on my own. It'll take another minute.
We need to figure out if there's anything more important in the area first. Like you said, we can come back to it. I don't think we need to spend too much time on this right now if there's stuff that's about to bear down on us. So maybe we wait on it. But then we can all come back and work on it together.
Tetsu's peeking down the hallway, by the way. Waffles.
Hmm.
well, Eisen's plan to carry it out of here wasn't the worst thing in the world. We can just bring it out with us. I mean,
Yeah.
Frustrated.
Waffles, I've also gotten... I've gotten curious while this bickering has gone on, and I have peeked through this door just because Eisen wants to make sure things are safe.
Now he blows us up.
Okay. You go to open the door, you like pull down the large lever that's on this door, open it, it feels pressurized like every door has been thus far. Like once the pressurization equals, like the door opens very easily. You hear a slight shh. It opens to a very small room with what looks to be my brain is blanking on the word, a ball and chain, because that's what it is. It looks to have like an old school like ball and chain on the floor with like no one in there.
Was there a window on the door?
No.
Based off of what we saw from, I know they were doctored footage, but based off of what we saw from the other room, would they fall into sync basically with like room design and whatnot?
Yeah, be about the same size. You do look around real quick since you can take your time. You don't see a camera.
Okay, that's all.
I
Eisen was just curious.
Yeah, I step away frustrated because I just feel like we've already triggered the countermeasures and it would take all of a full action technically to continue hacking. Like if we think about this in actual time, it is all of one action, a full action. But
no, it's 10 minutes.
It's not.
20 minutes.
No one's taking 20. We're hacking.
Okay. Waffle said we can't hack again.
I said if
You've
you have
already
failed,
failed.
you can't hack again. Zeha hasn't rolled yet.
For this.
She rolled the first time.
She said she wouldn't have rolled if Moat was going to go at it alone. So I took
That was
that
the
as
second
like,
time.
The
Well,
first time we
I
were
thought that
deactivating
the original-
countermeasures, this was the first time we were going to hack. So now Moat can't hack again.
Oh,
Ah.
that's different. Okay. All right, sounds good.
So
Oh, then
Zeha's
okay,
frustrated.
yeah, let's
I mean,
do that.
but-
Sorry, I was confused.
So you're
Yeah,
helping
I
me
thought
hack.
That was done. Sure, we'll give a quick little rundown.
So I'm not
and then
going to
we're
roll
gonna-
again. I'm going to take the first roll unless Waffles wants me to roll again. Because I feel like that's, like... Do you want me to take the roll that I was going to roll? Or do you want me to roll again?
we'll take it. It's a 9, so it's like middle of the road anyway.
Yeah, so that's an
So you-
18 for me. If two of you, we need at least 2 successful people to aid. Can Moat aid?
I rolled a 20.
Waffles?
So
Yeah,
plus
Moat
A
can
natural one.
Literally the only way you could not aid.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow,
nice.
that's just fun.
So then you guys can't succeed without my help then, because
No,
was
Moat
technically...
can help.
No, he'll subtract it. Varso getting that 1 does a minus, I think.
Does it?
Is that how it works in Starfinder?
I haven't seen any rules that subtract for aiding.
I thought?
Yeah.
an unsuccessful
yeah,
aid.
aid doesn't
Oh.
subtract and
My God. Moat.
I mean, I rolled an at 1, but I still rolled an 11. That's still, I
that's
mean,
still a
Yeah,
nat 1.
that
Wait,
works.
isn't that one an insta-fill?
No. Not on skill checks. We're playing
Wow.
by the rules.
Yeah.
Okay,
it
so we
still
have
works.
2 successful aids, 1 unsuccessful aid. So that is a 22.
22 out of 25.
All right. Frustrated, I push away from this thing and just start walking down the hill.
This party
Maybe I
and
should go
computers.
first.
I hate
Yeah,
computers. I want to go
I-
back to fantasy.
I stop myself and let Tetsu step forward. Although then I see him going down the wrong hallway.
It's not the wrong
As
hallway.
As everyone's leaving me, I
Pathfinder.
tried to do it myself. Just
Okay.
try.
Watch
Give
him
me a
crit.
computers roll.
Okay, hold
Moat
on.
follows Tetsu.
I'm gonna be so mad if you nat 20 that.
Please crit this.
Oh, thank
Please
God.
crit this.
Oh my goodness.
Now.
Hold on.
did
Let
not.
me
Okay.
think. What are the odds? I need a 25. 17 or above.
Don't you
Should I-
fucking dare.
Do it. Do it, man.
It's a
Just do
it's a
it.
20% chance.
Is this what you're using?
Nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm
No,
not
it's
gonna
more
do
than 20.
Oh,
Oh,
pansy.
come on. That would be so great. That'd be hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
it's not like you're gonna use it for anything that saves you anyway.
Yeah, it's a 4 out of 20 chance that he succeeds.
Yeah.
it. 4 out of 20. That's like a 1 in 5. You know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
20%.
that's 20%. Yeah.
But Varso, you're not gonna like save yourself with that reroll anyway. We've proven that time and again. So you might as well burn it.
You're right. I'll do it. I'll just use the chicken
Oh
nugget.
my god.
I got this.
Yeah.
I was literally about to say you have 3 seconds. So.
23.
Oh, so
Oh, if
close. So
only I
definitely
helped you.
close.
If only
Dang
I
it.
had helped.
He wanted all the information for himself, Philspin.
The glory.
Well, He
Like we
He
said, we'll
tried-
come back later.
he tried. You watch yourself, like, to flavor this a little. Everyone's been failing. They've been getting pretty close. You watch yourself get like 2 steps past everybody since you've been helping. Like, you've seen everyone. You watch yourself get like 2 further steps, and then you get locked out as well.
Can I?
So tempted to have Tetsu go back and be like, I wonder. Do.
I don't know if this will work, but would Dr. Len have like any, because of his background and everything, have any like forethought to like what to look for and specifically what to hack that might like lower the DC a little? Like it probably won't help, but
No, not here. Like, he's never been a part of like this computer itself. Like, if he was hacking something in his own lab, yeah, I'd give him a bonus, but not here.
got ya.
He would know. I would give him a bonus to like find information once he got in, that kind of stuff, because he knows what to look for. But as
Right.
far as hacking goes, nah.
Fair enough. I tried.
All right, so we're taking this thing out with us.
Okay. Where is everyone going right now?
I am opening this door.
Mode is following Tetsu.
If people are starting to walk away, and I would say that you guys would still be in the hallway probably at this point, but I would turn towards Eisen, and I'd say, Eisen, I think they're going down the other way.
I believe if I have a lay of this place right, they probably connect. Either way, I don't want something sneaking up behind us just to be safe. I'd rather know what comes.
I'm not the best backup for you alone, so kind of glance
I
over
can
at
handle
Dr.
it.
Len. Okay. I'm going to go with the others? I'm asking, like, Dr. Len. Oh, are we going to go
No,
this?
we can just wait for him to open the door. Everyone's like 20 feet away. Worst
Alright.
case scenario, he runs for his life.
All right, I'm gonna like stay right
Eisen scoffs.
here
If
where
Eisen can hear that, he actively scoffs.
I'm gonna keep myself so I can just kind of like
Save me.
barely look around the corner and see what happens when Eisen opens the door.
Okay. We'll say for flavor, Tetsu and Eisen kind of open the door at the same time, or like Tetsu gets ready to walk through the door and Eisen opens the door at the same time. And what you guys see looks to be some sort of staging area for like some kind of like mixing of different liquids. On the middle and right table, you see a bunch of empty, like just blanket empty vials. On the left table, you see a bunch of different sized vials of different colors of like green and kind of yellowish liquid. And then on the back wall, like I said last time, you see these 4 bookshelves that have begun to be overtaken by the algae, much like the other bookshelves.
Is the green
and then
the
I'll
same green?
Yeah, the green's the same green. And then I'll say you can also see where the door is. You see like the floor begins to radiate like a little more greenness there.
Oh. Is it
Where the what is?
Ew.
I apologize.
Where the door is.
on the back, right?
The like yeah, like right here at the front. If you see on the map, like the tiles are a little more green in between.
Okay.
Is that a vial on the ground, like out of place purposely, or just the map texture? Yeah.
It's a vial on the ground, out of place now, purposely.
But as this door opens, Eisen, are we good to follow?
I'd like to roll a bluff check and say quickly, "There's another robot. Everyone get ready." And like try to get them like nervous, as like to get them to rush, like arms blazing past me, or like
you mean
to
the other
just get them
way? Because
nervous.
we're not fighters.
I'd like to make
Wrong
them,
two.
I'd like to make them afraid either way. If they go running the other way, calling for Tetsu, it
Okay.
would be equally as funny for Eisen in this moment.
Give me a
Dad!
bluff,
Dad!
Dr. Lin and Zeha. Give me a sense motive.
I need to make
12,
sure if
That's not bad.
have done a culture
21.
check on Shimmerines yet. I think I have.
Unlikely.
Yeah, okay, that's a fucking 4.
Oh,
Woo! One fell for it. Woo!
Okay. Give me one more sense motive, Zeha.
18.
Ah.
Okay. your legit initial reactions there is like you believe him, you're scared, and then you see Dr. Lin like not move, as if like he didn't say anything, as if Eisen hadn't said anything to you.
I quickly realize.
Len just
But-
kind of shakes his bell and follows.
Yeah, you get that second of like panic that crosses Zeha's eyes.
I'm
Uh,
I'm gonna go ahead and just activate my psychokinetic hand cantrip. I do focus on it, but I will double check how long it lasts. I think it'll last for a while. And as I follow after Dr. Len, annoyed, I'm gonna have the psychokinetic hand just smack Eisen upside the head.
he doesn't react. It's just like hitting rock.
Well,
It is.
it's not like it is.
You are rock.
Yes.
Very funny, Eisen. Very.
Technically, I didn't lie, he says, pointing towards Tetsu.
What
May
did
I-
I
Okay,
do?
that's a little funny.
I'd like to examine these like files to see what they are, if I can identify them or if they're labeled or something.
Sure. Give me a... What'd that be? Physical science check.
Medicine.
13.
Okay. Yeah, you're looking over them. You have no idea what's in the full vials. It is very obvious to you that these vials are different sized, all with measurements on them. Some of them are beakers, some of them have pores, some of them are just test tubes. It's very obvious that these are used for very precise measurement to mix up very precise anything from medicine to drugs to explosives. You have no clue.
Okay. And the full ones, are they labeled at all?
You're looking through them? No, none of them are labeled.
Can I,
Oh,
looking
okay.
around
Is-
the room, following
Is the doorway
suit-
open from the robot or no?
No. Sorry, how what?
Just following suit and looking around the room, more just curious as to general purposes and my general curiosity. Can I also roll a life science check to kind of just identify things around here?
You can roll a physical science check.
Sure. Sorry, I always forget the difference.
No, that's okay. Life science for organic, like living material, like the algae even, and physical science is for literally anything else in the universe.
Okay, that will be a 25.
Now you roll 25.
Okay. Yeah, giving a solid glance around the room, it very much like I told Dr. Lin, it looks to be some sort of kind of its own experimentation chamber. Like you get the sense that this was being used to attempt to create something. Like no one knew what they were mixing here. And hence like the books on the back wall, like they're all in place now, but you get to you can see like just for a second, like you imagine just one of these tables having no vials on them and having 15 open books of someone just trying to research different things to mix together to create something.
It's just an open floor plan lab, basically.
Basically, yes.
All right. Glancing at the door across the way, if I don't have this intrinsic knowledge, let me know, but I'm assuming I can sort of map my head around from the other room and know that it connects that way. I want to kind of just look around at everybody and ask, do we want to finish checking out that direction before we go through the clearly green door?
I don't want to touch it. There was another path I saw when we were in the other room. I was scouting. It went further back. It might be a way to avoid that green space if it's not healthy. Otherwise, if you can open the door without touching it, that would be the best option.
Oh, I
Will
think
our
I
suits
can
not
actually.
protect against?
I mean, I just don't know what that stuff is. I saw it eat through books. I don't want it eating through my armor.
Right. No, better safe than
Actually-
sorry. What's that?
Before we leave, just because this seems to be the ideal place, I'd like to collect a sample of whatever this algae is. Just, figure out what it is at some point.
Eisen
Waffles,
actively rolls his eyes. Just
Well, that'll be a good.
do these like vials have some sort of seal to them?
Yeah, they all have like a scientific seal. Whether some of them have cork, some of them have like a seal you could burn on and like proper seal it.
I can help you do that with this, and I kind of gesture towards the kind of digital shimmering hand in the air,
Oh, sick.
just in case.
Yes, that would actually be appreciated. I don't have any sort of collection mechanism, so I'd rather not touch it with my tentacles. And he grabs one of like the burn-on ones.
It goes to the wall and just sort of like, and just out of curiosity, is it on the door itself?
No, it is actually like very specifically not on the door and hasn't been on any of the doors yet.
Okay, I'll just go to one of the walls and kind of scoop and,
Okay.
and try to get it into the vial.
Make me anyone that has it, make me a mysticism check.
Including myself?
But
Yeah.
That sounds made up.
I'm not trained in it. Would you like me to?
No.
oh, I'm
You're
not.
not
allowed. If you're not trained, you're not allowed because you know nothing about magic.
And by trained, I
Yes.
believe we mean
I know
having a
everything
rank in
about
it,
magic.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then ignore my 15 because I'm not trained.
Okay. Yeah, you watch successfully this hand scrape some into the vial. Dr. Lin, you're able enough of a scientist to very quickly like activate the burn-on method of it. Zeha, you are watching, and it's very, very slight, but you watch like the two pieces of algae like to the left and right kind of shimmer this odd color, and you get the sense that your hand did something.
Oh. Okay, that's a little odd. It where I touched the wall, it scooped. It did something. Can I hope it's not bad, but
Wait, the wall or
no, the
you?
algae. I'm just gonna try it again. Be careful. I'm gonna do it again to see if I can. And I'm doing it like relatively farther away from us. So let's see if we're in the room here. I'll take a step further back and I'll say that it's like on this
Recklessly
far wall over
poking
here.
algae.
Okay, and so this is separate from the piece that you just scraped.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to kind of more almost make it like a wider, like a bigger section to see like what is it trying to grow back together? Like what is it doing?
Yep. Very similar thing. Your hand is able to interact with it, whether you scrape it, press it in, doesn't really matter. And you see basically every piece of algae that touches this place where your hand was kind of wide scraping across the wall begins to like very slightly shimmer. And it's to the point that everyone else can see it now. You have no idea like what's happening. Like for all you know, she's like she's doing like an illusion to your eyes, but Zeha, with your mysticism roll, you know that your magic is affecting it somehow.
I don't think it's the physical agitation that's causing that. I think it's the magic.
Okay.
Well, I've never
Can you
seen
use
something
more
like
magic
that.
on it?
Then?
Sure.
No.
Well,
That
no,
could
this is
cause
this
it.
is
Maybe that
interesting.
is why it's growing.
I'm trying to.
Shouldn't we keep going? Not that I'm, not for scientific discovery and all that, but I'd rather not get whatever happened here to happen to us.
I'm just gonna
What?
put my psychokinetic hand against it and leave it there to see like what it's gonna do with constant magic presence.
Okay. You put your psychokinetic hand there. This is the same spot that you just did?
I'll do where there. If I remove the algae, I'll put it where there is algae. But
Okay,
That's
but
just
in the same spot.
yeah,
Okay. You go to put your psychokinetic hand there, and you watch as some of the algae shifts away from your hand to not be touched.
It's learning.
I'm doing it somewhere else now.
Huh.
Okay, same thing. You're able to scrape it, and every algae that was touching that, like, shimmers a little bit.
Oh, I think this
To
is
be
a
fair, you
magic
didn't ask
barrier.
permission.
I think it learned and is able to keep my. No, wait. This is weird. Anyways, let's keep going. I am my brain is
No,
like going a mile a minute.
That's a good theory. Whatever this is, it seems to have some sort of intelligence to it, and that is very important to know if we proceed.
Do you have enough?
Whatever
It's
this
not
is,
like
it-
being poked.
Do you have enough in the vial, Dr. Len, for testing?
I do, but if it's magical, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. But-
I'll help if you don't mind. I'm very curious.
I'll hand it over if she wants it.
I mean more like when we have time on the
later,
ship,
okay.
we'll work together on it. All right, we
Yeah,
can keep
sounds
going.
good. I thought you were
Right
gonna, like,
now,
blast it.
experiment time.
Yeah, everybody, just let's take 20. We're gonna do a nice little experiment here.
Yeah, Eisen won't go off on his own at all.
Yeah.
Just be like,
You have all the time in the world.
Yeah, we were already
All
taking
right,
a list.
I suppose we can move on now if we've learned something out of this.
Do you want me to open
Off to
the
the-
door, or are we going down the hallway? Around.
that's everyone's call. Do we want to go straight forward or do we want to go the long way?
I say the
I'm
long
good
way,
with straight.
just
What was that, Tetsu?
just in case.
If we want to go the long way, we can.
I don't particularly care. I'll fight whatever we need to fight regardless.
That's who goes over here and waits for everybody, then goes.
Okay. You
I
guys
will
begin-
follow.
As everybody begins setting out of the room, Moat is taking up the rear, and once everyone's gone, the section of wall that they're passing, say about there, just next to the door that they're exiting out, Moat is going to take a look at that section, and having heard the words, it's got some sort of intelligence, Moat will cast Mind Thrust at a section of the algae to see if anything works.
That's a good
Um,
idea.
Trust your
So
mind at it.
I don't know exactly what the total stuff is for how the spell works. Like, I assume typically the DC of the spell is affected by whatever your spellcasting ability is, but it doesn't say what my spellcasting ability is on the race. I assume it's intelligence or something. I actually have no idea. It just
Okay.
the gray magic ability says that the caster level is equal to the gray's level, but it doesn't say anything about
For sure.
spellcasting.
Right now,
ability.
what's your save, Zeha? Like, what's your spellcasting ability modifier? Like what is your save if you cast a save spell
1 second.
against someone? I have a thought. I just want to make sure it tracks mathematically.
Where is it on the sheet? I don't know.
I
Click
see.
a save spell.
So I see on the spells, like my first level spell, Mind Thrust, has like a save effect, and it says an A base DC, 11 will save. Maybe yours is there.
Oh no.
Your ability's intelligence.
It's so weird.
All right. You're level 2 right now. For now, we're going to go with that it's 10 plus your level. So right now, your save's level 12 until we find out differently.
Okay. In that case, yeah. You want me to ping the
Okay.
spell?
No. You let out this mind thrust on the algae-like type fungus. Normally, you would expect something so small, like you're targeting this like small piece of it, to basically be done in, explode, fall to the ground dead. It doesn't react at all. until you see that same shimmer kind of glow around it. That leads you to believe that it is mindless, because your mind thrust didn't affect it, yet it did the same shimmer that when Zeha's hand touched it.
Good to know. Okay. Moat follows everybody out.
Okay. You guys begin going down this long hallway to, it looks like it begins like squeezing a little. It gets a little smaller, and you see the same increase in greenness on the floor here on this door.
Ugh. I'm scared of touching
Whatever
the
this
walls
back
here.
area is. Yeah.
Is it like? Does it look as it gets tighter that it will be hard for us to not touch the walls?
No, you think you can definitely, like, as long as none of you stand right beside each other, you think you're fine.
All right. I'll just remind everybody to be mindful as we keep going.
Yep. You kind of
Tetsu's
like turn
rubbing
yourself
his
long
hands
ways. You're able to like strafe down the walls and not touch
Licking
them.
it.
Yeah, Tetsu's just walking with his tongue against the wall. Just,
Tetsu's a wall licker. All right, Tetsu, you come to the door. Party behind you. Party in the back.
Alright. Party in the back. Tetsu's gonna listen, and then check the door, see if it's locked, that kind of stuff. You know, rogue
Okay,
stuff like he do.
Yeah, like Tetsu's a rogue. Give me a perception check.
14, not bad.
Okay. You don't hear anything. You give the door a little like jostle, like pulling down the large handle, getting ready to open it. Seems like it is going to give and open.
He'll slowly open and peek on in.
All right. As you
Oh.
begin to open the door,
Oh, wrong room.
Yeah.
you are partially, I don't want to say blinded because it's not the right word, but your eyes immediately have to adjust that the plants on the walls are actually giving off a brighter green light now. You see that the tiles on the floor are glowing kind of green, and your immediate thought to opening this room is that it is some sort of food storage room. You see multiple baskets of different kind of food, and you see a couple of vials on the table with plates there.
Oh, that's disgusting.
You
Do
also
not
see a
think we want
camera
to go
up in the top right-hand corner.
Ooh.
Is it like on? Do I see like a blinking red light saying, hey?
It looks like it's working.
Is it like pointed at us or like into the room?
It's just like scanning the room.
Okay. Tetsu kind of relays and says, I do not think we want to go in. So maybe we turn around.
fair enough.
Other door it is.
Agreed. Wait, what if the other door's just as bad?
Oh, it will be.
Glancing at this, though, kind of
Now
peeking
that's a bridge we'll
around.
cross.
I do think, though, that there is something to say about that organic matter theory. Seems to like whatever food was there. Hasn't seemed to touch the computers, so. Anyways, we can.
When Zeha mentions that, it also hasn't seemed to touch the camera that is attached to the wall or the plate, the plates or the table.
Okay.
But they did touch the books, correct?
Yep.
Like that,
Books
okay,
are
so
made
yeah.
of wood.
Yeah,
I
so
know,
anything
I'm just,
organic.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems to be organic. All right, we'll file
Guys,
back
we're
to the other
organic.
room.
Need to.
Books are made of wood is the weirdest way to phrase it.
Books are made of wood.
They're just leaves, guys.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I can't. That's the problem.
Alright, can we open this other door now?
I'll do it with my psychokinetic hand.
Tetsu. What?
Okay. Tetsu begins to like move up, getting ready to listen, and like slowly open the door. And Tetsu, you just watch the bar that you would lean down on it to open, just and the door opens.
Oh no!
And in
He
front of you,
stumbles
you
forward.
see a very bright green hallway, same as that room in there. And you see kind of at the four-way of this hallway what looks to be another robot, except it is dead.
Oh,
Big surprise.
No!
interesting. So clearly somebody else was here, but perhaps we should Be a little bit more quiet.
Our XP.
Waffles looking at it. Do I see like blast marks or anything? Like any? Does it look like it broke down or got like nuked?
From where you are,
Yeah.
you see it looks like nothing is wrong with it whatsoever.
Someone hacked it.
It may be off. May not be broken.
You
Let
could always
me-
break its head off.
Should
Let me
I
go check?
should I send Wasp to go check first before we send one of us?
Oh.
I can
Yes.
I can remote through them and check to make sure if this thing's actually gone.
Yeah, let's do that. Just poke it, and then we'll have Tetsu knock its head off or something.
Okay. So
Tetsu's
Moat's
gonna stand in the doorway though.
mask goes to display of Wasp on it. So it's in drone mode, and Wasp flies up to the downed husk of the robot and performs a, I guess, would a perception check be apt here, or potentially computers to kind of determine whether it's down versus
Computers,
shot to shit?
computers would be the best. But as Wasp flies in, gets kind of close to the
Uh-oh.
robot, begins inspecting it. That's why we're taking a break.
Oh,
Oh,
Damn it.
I thought something was gonna happen.
I thought it was gonna
Something
end.
awful's gonna happen.
Yeah, I thought
Now
like he was
you
gonna
have-
come to life, grab Wasp, and he'd be like, "All right, now we're gonna go break."
Mm,
I mean, now you have to think about that the whole time. Because it hasn't
Oh.
not happened yet.
What's gonna happen?
My
What's
break's
in the
just
box?
ruined.
What's in the box?
the box?
What's in the
Death.
Roblox?
Roblox.
Roblox.
Yeah. all right. We'll go to a
Roblox.
very quick break, and then we will be right back. So, see ya.
See ya,
Right,
bye.
Tobacco.
Boop. Boop boop.
Boop.
Boo.
Oh my
Boop.
goodness.
Boop.
Boop. We're all
Boop,
beeping
boop,
because there's a
Wow.
dead robot on the ground.
It's
You
dying.
didn't
noise.
deserve to go out.
Presumably dead.
Boom.
Or is it
Beep, boop.
booting up?
Is it booping
Booty
up?
up?
Yep. Okay. Back at it. Moat sends Wasp to go check out the robot. Wasp flies down there. And Wasp can make a computer check.
What's Wasp's
Sweet.
AC?
Well,
No.
not as good as
Wasp.
Moat's.
What's Wasp's total hit point?
Moat's AC.
Not
is
as
garbage.
good as Moat's. So since Moat is directly controlling Wasp, Moat can use their own computer's check as opposed to Wasp's.
Okay.
So an 18.
All right. Giving it a look over from Wasp. Wasp is like getting pretty close. Has to land on it. Looking a little closer. You can't tell what's wrong with it. I mean, for all intents and purposes, it seems to be off.
Moat's face mask wipes back to the neutral expression, and they say, "Well, I think we're good. Seems to be off. I mean, if Wasp didn't trigger it, I mean, maybe one of us will trigger some sort of mechanism, but I think we're okay."
All right.
Tetsu just slowly steps forward towards it.
Actually, if you deem it safe, Tetsu, I want to try something. I just have to get
Can you
close.
do whatever you need to do without its head?
Just a second. I just have to get close. And if you let me, I'll kind of step forward, gingerly, very slowly, towards.
Tetsu's gonna grab hold of it,
Hold
like grappling it basically.
on. Oh, okay.
Yeah, to just make sure if it does activate.
And then just as we come here, can we do a quick look around? Like, can we unhide some of the black spots?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, hold on.
Waffles.
And meanwhile, while you're doing
Oh,
that,
there's a door there.
I see half of a door. I want to just try this quick scan again, and just put my hand over its head for a moment. Because an interesting feature of quick scan is because digital storage mediums and all of that, great. Now, if it's a creature that stores its memories in a digital medium, which I'm assuming this does because it's a full-on robot, I get a sense of the memories stored in a robot. For example, if it's alive, you can definitely do it says the target can attempt a will save to negate it, that kind of a thing. But if it's off, I'm wondering if it has any residual power or anything that I could still read its memories.
Okay. I like it. You go to lift your hand over it to get a sense of its memories, and to you it seems completely dead. It's nothing more than a piece of metal.
Okay. I don't sense a storage unit in it at all. I don't know if it's just completely powered off or it's just a hunk of metal at this point.
The algae
So
did
I
my
can
boy
break it?
dirty.
What was that, Tetsu?
So I can break it then.
Yes, it's completely empty. And here, and I'll
Grab.
switch spots with Eisen.
Very
Yeah, he-
awkwardly in the hallway. It's
yeah,
kind of
trying
like
not to touch the walls.
I think as you're going sideways, and Eisen is like, "This is awkward. You could have just gone forward and then used the cross
Nope.
way."
Nope, excuse me, pardon me.
And I think at the end, he partially kind of just picks you up and pushes you behind him. At a certain point where it's just too awkward, he's just like, "Enough of this," and just whoop.
Excuse me. Just think of it as revenge for your little lie earlier.
Be glad I didn't throw you into the wall.
Be thankful I didn't murder you.
Thanks, I guess.
Anyway, Tetsu's just gonna
Alright.
grab this thing by the base of its gun and the base of its neck, and the black smoke that tends to come from his hands. He's just gonna hold it and squeeze slowly until it disintegrates away. Not
Okay.
really crushing it, just letting the energy warp it away.
Yeah, easy enough. It does exactly that. Begins to kind of warp away and partially disintegrate at those places.
And once that's done, he'll just drop it and stand.
That is weird as shit. Does no one else have something to say about this?
I've seen weirder.
You
I mean,
Really?
made of lightning.
I can magically do many things. It's fascinating for sure, don't get me wrong, Tetsu. It's very impressive.
It can certainly kill things fast.
We can have a nice discussion when we get back to the safety of our ship. Shall we keep going? And I'm pointing down the hallway.
And
Which
as you
way?
do,
Here.
you guys have all glanced down this long right hallway. There are 3 doors to the south wall of this, and now that it's more than a glance and you guys are actually all looking down there, you can see that all of the doors are partially open.
Oh shit.
Oh,
they're,
good.
they're not
That's right.
standing wide open, but they're you can tell that they're not fully shut. They're pulled to, if there's for lack of a better word.
What about up
if-
here?
Yeah.
Okay. You step up there. It looks almost like a mirror
As he ended.
But
with all of the
Oh.
doors partially open.
Are any of them,
That
any of the
mirror.
doors more open?
A creepy funhouse
Like,
mirror.
All
No.
of them are partially. Okay.
let's
Yeah.
just
Oh,
go
God,
one by
we're
one.
walking into fun house.
Oh god, there's bears.
Tetsu's gonna point to Aizen to have him motion him down that hallway, and
Mhm.
Tetsu's just gonna go down this one and open the doors a little bit more as he goes.
Speaking of a mirror, the
Okay.
funny part was we do that at the exact same time to each other. We do basically the same.
It's almost like you guys are a military trained
SWAT
unit.
bros.
What is this?
All right. We'll speed through it just a little bit, just because there's nothing that's about to kill you. But
Sus.
every door that
Con
you
body.
begin to open up looks to be another holding cell. Some have chains against the walls. Some have chairs. Some have bookshelves. Some have plates in them. Some have heavier chains. Some have broken chains, etc., etc., etc. They all have cameras. And one of them has a dead, slightly humanoid, slightly plant type of green body just lying on the ground. Looks like a single bullet wound to the head.
Oh, that answers my other question.
Seeing Tetsu go into that,
Oh,
I'm
boy.
going to. Oh. Okay. I
He's
want to.
cute.
He looks funny.
Weird. I want to follow after Tetsu entering this room, assuming there's no screams of danger. I would love to try to identify this creature. Identify.
Tetsu helpfully says he is dead.
Yep.
Hey, that's
Go
my
and
job.
go ahead and give me a life science check for the identify. And
23.
yeah, Tetsu, I'll say just like you knowing kind of bodies and
Gunshot to
stuff.
the head.
Yeah, you can tell they got shot through the head. You can also tell that they likely didn't put up a fight getting shot through the head, and that their body is severely atrophied.
Can I tell, like, atrophied as in he's been chained up here a while, or like he's been here, like, rigor mortis stuff? Like, how long has he been dead?
Look, you can give me a medicine check for that. And Zeha, you're 23 life science?
Yes.
Okay,
21 for medicine.
for sure. Zeha, this, like, you know bodies, and you know, like, you know races and all that kind of stuff. You have no clue what exactly this thing is. It is very similar to what you would call a cephaloom. It is this kind of like something between a plant and a sea creature it lives out in near space near the planet Luminar. It's like the closest thing you can get it to. But
Can you say
it
that
looks
adorable name
as
again?
if- Cephaloom?
Thank you.
Yeah, CEPHALUME. Cephaloom. As I enter a spelling bee. But basically, yeah, these creatures, it's very close to that. It looks very close to that, but it's not exactly that. It actually looks something between like a cephaloom and an elf.
Adorable.
You see some remnants of like pointed ears. You know that cephalooms have two kind of like tendril hands and a long tail like a mermaid. This thing has 2 feet that are like coming into fins, and it has like proper arms and hands.
I would love to
Makes sense, elves and
grab
tree
my
people.
comm unit and take a few pictures of this.
Sure.
Okay.
It happens.
Perfect.
Hmm.
I just fascinated by this.
I,
This
as
on Instagram.
actually, does Zeha like relay this information she's getting?
Yeah, considering that we're kind of like hand waving some time, I'm assuming I'm following Tetsu into this room, and after kind of staring at it and not able to find any more information, is there anything particular about the room, by the way, like just looking around it? Just the same.
You all kind of glance around. It is the only room that has a bookshelf. Besides that, no, there's nothing particular whatsoever.
Okay, I will
And
step out of the
do
room.
I have an idea about how old?
Just to answer Dr. Len, I will step out of the room and then just kind of converse with you out of sheer curiosity of what I found.
And he like stops for like a solid 5 to 10 seconds and just like puts a tentacle to his bell and thinks, actually, could that hand thing you had, I don't want to touch the body. Could you help me look for any sort of like injection mark?
Yes, absolutely. I'll let Tetsu have his thing before I do so.
Okay. Give me a medicine check. Tetsu.
It's 21.
All right. Looking it over, it looks like the body has died within the last 3 days, for sure. And the atrophy looks like it has been chained up. And it also looked like it's odd to you. It looks like it looks healthy. If an atrophied body can look healthy. Like, you're looking it over and the muscles are, I know I say atrophy, but like the muscles still look operable. You think this thing could like run full speed if it needed to. But it like the first glance, it looks atrophied.
Okay, so not
and
actually
then
atrophied,
steam.
but it looks just a little underdone.
Gauntish.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
emaciated.
Yeah, I mean, remember you're in a world where skeletons can attack you, so like the look of it is atrophied. But when Tetsu's like looking it over, it looks proper. Like it looks like this is its healthy state.
All right, well, Tetsu, step back.
Okay.
I want to do something very quick. Just don't touch it yet.
I wasn't going to. But yeah, he'll step out and give like Dr. Len the rundown of what's going, like what he noticed.
With the gunshot. I will use my psychokinetic hand to sort of probably Dr. Len and I crowding a little bit of that room, trying to be mindful of the algae and start just lifting one like hand, arm, the other. And that looks. She has this curiosity of.
That was yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
That's okay. So she has this look of like curiosity of seeing something she's never seen before, but she is out of her element with this like dead body in this situation as a whole. So you can tell she's uncomfortable doing this, but she's pushing through with this sense of duty. But it's less strong than it typically is. Like you can see past it a little bit easier and see her discomfort.
Okay. And as you're kind of like, everybody can see this, as I said, as you're kind of going over the body with the psychokinetic hand, you like partially flip it, like kind of get it up onto its left shoulder one time, and clear as day, you can see a number. Probably you're estimating that you can see 3. And then if you relay that information to Dr. Lin, then he would know that there are likely more that have either healed or are like hidden, etc. But you're estimating that you can see at least 3 injection wounds.
Yeah. I think, Dr. Len, it's time you sort of told us what this research is about.
Why would he know?
I just look at Dr. Len to answer that.
Wanted the papers.
When like we noticed like the injection wounds, Len like pretty much stood up from crouching and just like started stepping out into the hallway and like just kind of wringing his tentacles. But as you ask that, he just kind of takes his glasses off and like rubs under where they were.
Don't have a nose.
Eisen kind of understands because he's a living rock person, but he's also like, why go through the motion?
I don't know what this. I don't know what this is. We haven't seen enough. We don't know. I don't know what this research is. I don't know what they're doing here.
What do you think
What do you
it
even know?
might be?
Okay, this years ago, I worked with a colleague of mine to attempt to develop some sort of serum or like pharmaceutical that could help the cyphozoan body adapt to different climates. We're supposed to help people to colonize the extreme poles of our planet, if that makes sense. And the papers we found earlier appear to be similar to the research that Rim, my colleague, and I did in the past. At least the terms they're using, the formulas they're using, I don't know if there's a correlation. Whatever this is, I don't know what. And he's like gesturing at the body. I don't know what that is. Okay.
Okay.
I don't
It's
know what
alright.
that.
We're not accusing you of anything. This is concerning. It's. If there's something we can do to help, we will.
Hey Tetsu, you saw the food store up close, right? It seems like there's
yes.
far too much food for the number of rooms. There should be sleeping quarters. There's 2 bathrooms. Something doesn't seem right if this is all there is.
I do not imagine they got to the store very often.
Yes, but it still seems weird. What do you think? Do you think that there's some second part of this, or is this it? Because if this is it, we can just take the mainframe and go. But
I mean,
there's no contemplative here.
we know there's another section down this way. Wasp found at least evidence that there was something leading further down. So,
Did he actually, Waffles? I didn't. I thought, as far as we knew, that ended in a wall.
It was a distinct possibility of something either leading down or that there used to be more of the building that caved in.
Gotcha.
Because Wasp could see like walls of a hallway that led that way that looked very much like the entrance, but then they just disappeared.
Gotcha.
so
Is that
Mo
this hallway? Or
took that as, oh, it just goes down.
Yes.
So we see a hallway with a door.
Yeah, right now you see the hallway with the door, and like you actually see like the algae is kind of growing this extra like almost spider webby fungus, but it's more like just slime. It's definitely not spider webs.
Yes, Eisen, there is a door.
That's because of the way the map was. I didn't think that there actually was a door there. Okay, I got it. I was just
me too.
confused.
No worries. So
Moat's mouth is doing a squiggly, like, upset stomach face. Oh, that's disgusting looking.
Does anybody have any fire?
You have your hand. It does not like it.
It's also on the ceiling to where like you guys could crawl under it easily enough.
You see that.
I'm
And I'm Tetsu.
move with my hand and see if it is the same algae as it was over there and moves out away from my hand.
Okay. Yeah. You touch it with your hand. You're able to disconnect one portion of it from like the right wall, and it begins to fall onto the left wall. And then as it's like falling, you see it all kind of shimmer.
And does it like move away from the hand?
If you keep the hand there or try to attach it to the hand, yeah, you see it like recoil from the hand like a same pole magnet.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get it to like just fully clear out of the way by doing that.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you can push it into a corner or down the opposite hallway from which you're standing. And I mean, again,
Yeah.
it's like a north to north magnet. You're literally just like forcing it to run away.
She's just
It
bullying this
doesn't
fungus,
like
just
me.
like pushing it. Yeah,
Basically, yeah.
just like,
Perfect. Then
She's
yeah.
playing a really rude game of I'm not touching you.
yeah, basically.
Perfect.
Rude.
Is it over the door this time, or is it still the door clear?
It is over the door this time.
Do you want me to open it for you, Tetsu?
Yes. I think that would be good.
We should probably activate our environmental protections before entering this
Tetsu
place.
looks down at his that's been activated.
It's been on.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
Yeah.
about to say, I had assumed everyone did because the moon didn't have oxygen.
well, yes, but I thought that once we would pressurize, it would turn off, depending on the way that
Now we
suits
got a
work.
day's worth.
It
No.
lasts a
Okay.
day.
Yeah, you guys got to turn it off still.
Then yeah,
Uh,
we're fine.
I will clear it away
Let's turn it off from
from
this sketch place.
the door, and then I will, like, from the handle, just in case somebody needs to touch it later. So I'm like, with the psychokinetic hand, just anti-magnetic field around with the actual handle, and then open it.
I'm not sure
sure.
Tetsu ever took off his helm, but he's definitely got it back on now.
Yeah.
I've had it
As
on
he's
because I just
about
don't
to go.
trust the oxygen in this place, considering the front door
Yeah.
deoxygen, whatever, does the whole place. Depressurizing.
Let's clear it. Yeah,
What's on the
so,
other side?
Tetsu's going to slowly go forward where no man should go.
Unveil faster, dear.
It goes
Oh, I'm
outside.
trying.
Is this
It
outside or
looks-
like downstairs?
It is downstairs.
Okay. I didn't realize the map was that much taller.
It goes on forever.
Yeah, I did a good job.
Forever.
It looks as if like you're kind of looking at it as you open this door and you see another set of stairs that lead down probably about another 15 feet. And then at the end of this, you see looks like it should be a very dark room, cavern walls, dirt floor, except it is just all outlined in like, for lack of better color explanation, Xbox green. And it's all like out. It's outlined in it. Like all the walls you can see are kind of outlined in a very bright Xbox green that like could potentially hurt your eyes if you just stuck your face in it. And then that causes the rest of the room to be like dim light.
Interesting. Do we
Tetsu
want
just
to
looks around
replace?
extremely uncomfortable.
Do we want to replace the hand with some additional lights, or are we all right? I look towards Moat, really. I don't know. Do we have other options?
Eisen
I
is
can
still
still provide some
glowing.
light, and yeah,
If needed.
I'm good either way.
All right. I will.
well, let's just. How many people are having trouble seeing down here?
I just wanted to have options if we need to. If it's just dim, just the green is messing with my eyes. It's fine. Go on. I am assuring you ahead of me because I don't want to go down there.
It's gross.
All right.
I'm scared.
Eisen
I
is
have
just
my
not caring.
weapon drawn, FYI.
Me
sure.
too, both of them.
Me too.
Okay.
I'm not spending another round taking it out after when my gun is out.
No, you spent 2 rounds doing it.
Yeah, I mean, there might
Shut
not
up.
be a bathroom down there. Where are you gonna pull the gun out?
I don't know. Hold on. I need to go to the bathroom to get it out right now. I'll be ready.
Waffles, specifically, I have put my weapon away.
Okay. Very
Notice
well.
signed
Their
your own
weapon out
death
as well.
warrant.
All right. Y'all very slowly treads down these stairs, weapons out, ready to fight. Most weapons out, ready to fight. Tetsu and everyone else, as you begin to enter the room kind of on the ground floor, you look around to what immediately looks like a super eerie scene.
Oh.
You see to the right,
Do that coming in.
Ooh.
to the
Oh.
right, you see what looks to be like this very green glass biome with some sort of like fungus, this type of fungus, except it's more plant-like and it looks like it's growing kind of over a plant, if that makes sense. It looks like a bush used to be in there and now it's just covered, like it's the shape of a small tree, but it's just covered by this algae. And going from the right, continuing left, you in the middle of the room you see a table or two metal tables with just broken glass vials everywhere. Continuing to the left, you see what looks to be like a partial body of pretty easy to surmise a contemplative, as you see pieces of a very large brain
Oh,
on the
no.
floor.
Yeah.
And then continuing down a little south from that on the far west, you see another biome like the one on the right, except it's broken, shattered, and there's nothing in it.
Oh, no.
Okay, are these two different brains or like different parts of a brain? Like,
No,
is this a
different
baby
parts of the same
contemplate?
brain.
Okay.
It seems we came here late.
I think we already knew that, though.
Mm.
Is there anything...
Okay.
Can I listen? Just, I know I'm kind of still in the hallway, but can
Yeah.
I'm on edge.
Can I just look
Okay.
around for anything that's like more off in sketch than everything else in here?
Sure. Where does everyone want to take their perception check? Like Zeha said, she's still in the hallway, but I have Tetsu and Aizen in the room.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
Aizen
gonna
would've
come over
walked in.
here
If
and like
Mo
look around,
is
like in this
taking
area.
ahead, then yeah, I'd kind of be like right at the entrance still. How about that?
Okay. Everyone,
I'd
give
Giant
me a
killer
perception
robot
check.
follows you.
Moat will
Instead
take.
of a
Sorry,
Moat. Oh, okay. Instead of perception check, I'd like to try and like figure out the contemplative's time of death if I can.
Okay. You'll move up to the
2
contemplated
hours
body
ago.
and give me a medicine check. And Moat.
21.
17.
2.
Moat wants to take a look through
Wow.
Wasp at the algae-covered bush to see if it's just completely the algae stuff or if it is something else.
And to flavor
Okay.
my perception,
Mimic.
it is. I'm just looking at like all of it, trying to see like what happened here. I'm trying to piece it all together, and I'm assuming with my lovely 2, it is very confusing.
Highly
Red
confusing.
ringed on your Xbox.
I would actually like to make the same check that Zeha made, but using my bodyguard profession skill to like piece together what the fight was like, because I like, as a bodyguard, you have to know how to protect people. You can easily map an area and be like, oh, this is what happened, right?
Sure. I was about to say no because I was like, you being a bodyguard has no clue what all this slime is. But yes, like what the fight was like and like how the contemplative died. Absolutely, I'll let you
Yeah,
roll
yeah.
bodyguard
Ripped in
lore for
half.
that.
Yeah.
Can I
Like
roll
I'm looking for like
entertainer?
the contemplative.
If you want to start dancing.
Yeah.
I just start.
Say how now is not the time.
20.
I dance
Woo.
when I'm nervous.
Nice.
Okay, I'll go through these real quick. Dr. Lin, you're kind of looking over the contemplative body. It looks very much like you saying you're trying to figure out time of death and how he died kind of thing?
Yeah. Time of death first, how he died second, if that makes a difference.
Okay. Time of death looks like within the past day.
Oh fuck, we could have saved it.
Okay.
And then how he died looks to be a very, I don't want to say like high caliber. It's not like RPG, but like very quick, very like relatively high caliber explosive.
Yeesh.
They strapped C4 to this dude?
Hey yo, Lenny, get the C4!
Mo,
Big brain time.
you're getting Wasp to check out this plant. Wasp is getting as close as it can, kind of looking over the plant. All it sees is algae. It looks as if it used to be a little sapling. Like you see literally this algae kind of building up in a vertical like spire and then branching off into probably 10 to 13 different branches. And like it gets thinner and thinner as you get the sense it's covering like the sapling's branches kind of thing. Aizen, you like look around, you like make a bodyguard check. Very easy to surmise 3 things for you. 1, the person that got in here did it knowing something. There's been no forced entry up until now. There was no forced entry in here. The person knew a lot, probably. Like, at least something. At least knew how to hack very well, but also knew a lot for the fact that, like, literally through this whole place, 1 security robot attacked them. 2, the contemplative you get the sense it died from a ranged explosive, whether that's a grenade or like a handheld like rocket launcher, something like that. That's what hit the contemplative, blew it up against the wall, and boom. 3, very quickly and easy to surmise for you that all of these bottles and the biome was broken not from the fight.
Okay.
Post after or something like that.
Yeah, there's no explosions. A lot of them, like the biome itself, like Eisen gives a quick look over. It looks like it was like a pinpointed crack, and then like even more pieces were stepped on afterwards, kind of thing.
Right.
Someone was trying to
Okay.
destroy research of some kind. Out of character, 'cause I don't
But
know
they didn't touch the mainframe, right? As far as we know, the mainframe seemed untouched.
Relatively
No.
untouched. It seemed that someone had
Well-
tried to do something and then didn't activate countermeasures and stopped.
Right.
They weren't as stupid as us.
And then Zeha said out of character that they were trying to destroy research. I'll just answer that in character to Eisen. You kind of get the sense that they were trying to make it look like that.
Right. Someone's playing
Yet,
a game here.
yet they weren't actually doing that. Because if they were doing that, this entire room, including the other biome, would be on fire.
Yep.
And like this is all done, I imagine, through like a Batman Arkham Asylum style detective vision-y thing in Eisen's mind. That was like it goes from like a spark from like his inner body, and like you see everything in like a little electrical outlines through his like detective vision, and then it goes back.
What an exact reference though. Like I know exactly what you're talking about with the Arkham.
Yep. I like the Arkham reference. I was thinking more like Sherlock Holmes of like you see a scene, you see a scene, you see a scene.
No, but I like this better.
I like the Arkham reference. Yeah, I like the Arkham reference way better.
Yeah, and it matches with the color scheme too. It's all blue and greens, and it works.
So nothing's jumping out at us.
Nothing particularly, no. Like, I mean, by what do you mean?
Nothing's moving.
Like, what do you mean nothing's jumping out of us? No, you don't see anything moving.
Absolutely nothing.
Oh yeah, not like facts. I realize how that could have been. No conclusions are jumping out.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Eisen will pipe
I
up.
was like, I gave you a lot. Like, what else do you want?
Yeah. We got
Who
a ton.
did it, Waffles?
We need to get the security camera footage. Is there any security cameras in here?
You're looking
I
around,
do
looking
not
around.
see any.
Give me a perception check.
Yes.
Did my 21 spot it?
10?
From earlier?
Yeah, I'll roll. Actually, I didn't answer Tetsu, so we'll say Tetsu. Like you're like you're in the bodyguard level. You're like looking around for security
I
cameras.
am a bodyguard.
You're like bodyguard level. You do see 2 actually. First room you've ever seen them be covered by algae. You see one here.
Here being.
If you can see it, there's a little black dot right there covered by algae where I'm pinging.
I don't
am
see
I on the wrong layer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on the
Yeah,
wrong
I
layer.
don't
Here, hold on.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Okay. On the collar.
Here,
Huh.
a little black dot.
right next to me.
And then you see another that looks like it's concentrated on the biome over here. Looks like they were both concentrated on the biomes.
I'll
To-
kind of point out the cameras.
The other over here, I'm saying all the way to the right, like on the
Yeah.
far eastern wall.
Yeah.
If you're pointing those out, then I'll just say then I think what we really need to do is get to that computer and look at the footage. It might be covered up in algae now, but we can at least see what happened prior.
But you can't
But
get in.
Why is?
We can.
Why are these covered with algae?
I don't know.
What
This
do you
doesn't make
mean?
sense. It
Can
hasn't
I go
covered
out
anything.
to one of the other cameras
Uh,
and just look to see if like they look like they've been brushed clean?
Sure. Yeah, you go out real quick, give a little jog. You're looking at it. No, it doesn't look like it's been brushed clean at all. It looks like no algae grew over it.
And to explain to Eisen, I reiterate, like, up until now it's eaten organic matter, but it hasn't touched the cameras or the metal tables or things like that. It's only touched the books and the walls and the food. This is the first time we've seen them cover the cameras. Maybe it's just so intense here that it's covered. It's just grown over as opposed to avoided.
That would be my guess.
As all of you are sitting here talking,
Oh, no.
Oh god.
GM smiles
Stop it.
as the contemplative's body,
Oh, motherfucker.
it
Ha!
its arm, the
Yeah,
husk
that's
of the
Travis
body,
Gear.
its arm reaches out and grabs at one of the tentacles of Dr. Lin, as at the same
Get him!
exact time, something from the ceiling falls down. Something very large falls down on top of Moat.
My bodyguard. Wait,
I need everybody
hold
to roll initiative.
on. My bodyguard
boy.
check wouldn't have caught the thing on the ceiling. I didn't think to look
No.
up.
I need
It was probably blending
DC
in.
higher than 25 of. I would have given it to you for bodyguard, and I was counting it perception as well.
Pope.
Well,
I'll go ahead and tell you the thing that jumps or that thing that grabs at Dr. Lin is very similar to the cephaloom type thing that you guys have already seen. The thing that falls down on Moat is something between like plant and just random organic matter that looks very similar to like a brain.
Now, when you say, oh
Oh.
my god, it's like a brain
Why?
Venus flytrap. But now when
Can
you
you zoom
say
in
it was
again for me?
when you say it was another cephalum, like it was inside the body of the contemplative.
It looks like the body of the contemplative has it's the actual body of the contemplative that is reaching out, like the brain's been kind of blown off and is on the ground, and the body of the contemplative has, now that it's moving, I can tell you, and Dr. Lin would easily surmise, has been somewhat overtaken by this fungus.
Gross.
there's a fungus among us.
Among Us?
It's sus.
Sus.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Let's
Well,
see.
this is good.
Let me get this initiative roll going.
I didn't roll that bad. I actually
However,
rolled an
Dr.
18
Lin-
initiative.
Yeah, I rolled really well, so you might have
Yeah.
some help.
Yeah.
So,
Guys,
yeah,
I'm putting
Eisen-
my die.
You're on-
Save
Which one's
me.
gonna have help?
I'm just gonna start backing the fuck up. Good luck, guys. Bye.
Telltale.
You bitch! Get back here!
Hey, Ray!
Don't worry, Moat. You just might lose an arm. That's all. I'll
I
give
didn't
you
roll
that.
well at all, so
Oh, that's good.
I rolled an 8 and a 7.
Oh.
Let's kill them before
crap.
they can act.
Do they have like a surprise round?
Uh,
I hate to ask. I'm sorry for asking.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that the cephaloom, like the body itself, does. Actually, yeah, I have to say that both of them do because I rolled stealth checks.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You're not getting any
Yeah.
healing.
Zayhav's dead. Actually, Zayhav's probably the only one that's gonna live because she just killed all of you.
Because
Yeah, she just
I'm
ran
running away.
Yep, exactly.
You're the worst captain
I wish-
ever!
I wish I was at the bathroom right now.
Just you wait, Zahaf. If there was a bathroom here, you'd be on your own.
You'd
That
be
sounds
absolutely
weird.
on your own.
Thank goodness I
All
have
right.
full stamina and hit points. Am I right?
That sounds sarcastic, like you don't.
Well, I mean, I do, but I also kind of
Okay.
assume I'm about to get absolutely destroyed.
He might roll
You're
a
not,
one.
not going to.
Does a 22 hit you, Dr. Lin?
Does
Casey.
a 22 hit you? Of course a 22 hits. You didn't even ask KAC or EAC.
That's because I knew it hit. I just want to hear you say it.
That's
I
what
just
I
I want
thought.
to clarify
when
all
you
these
say it.
accusations against me. I am a captain that goes down with my ship, and my ship is over there. So bye.
Good luck flying it without
Nice. Nice. All right. Okay. You take 6 bludgeoning damage
And
as this thing's like husk of a hand and like so like it's probably the grossest thing you've ever seen in your life as a medical doctor. So like this thing has an arm and a hand, yet it uses it like a tentacle. And like its arm kind of wraps around your tentacle without like as if it doesn't have bones.
No.
But the
And
crunchy
you
noise
take the
as it
6
does.
you take the 6 bludgeoning damage and I need a fortitude saving throw.
It's like
Oh,
those
thank
growing
goodness I didn't use my
seeds.
chicken nugget on something useless. 22. I'm awesome.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
God damn, I hate you.
Wait, that's a
You feel
check. Oh, no
That's fine.
difference.
Yeah. But you you feel this thing kind of like wrap around your arm, like your tentacles immediately kind of squeezed by just crazy strength from what you would expect from this atrophied looking body. And you feel as if something is strong enough to get through your suit's protections, like it's eating through it's not eating through your suit like acid would, but you can feel it on your skin, if that makes sense. It's like breathing through the organic matter of your suit.
Mm.
And you resist it. You're fine.
I feel fine, Waffles.
I mean, you got.
Len relays
Nice.
to everyone. Whatever this fungus is, it can breathe through our defenses. So be cautious.
And then this thing that dropped down on Mo.
Oh my god, Moat.
Remind me,
Wait,
what
what
are crit rules in this this game again?
You die. That's it.
Well, I mean, like
Only
Uh,
nat
AC.
20, I believe.
A natural 20 crits you. That's it.
oh, okay. It's not above by 10.
No.
Nah,
Oh, thank.
that's a new thing for Pathfinder too that I wish they would have done in Starfinder. Because the
Yeah, I
monster
love that
is
mechanic.
I
very
don't.
high to hit.
Yeah, you guys you've been rolling crazy, Waffles. I'd be dead.
I mean, the natural 18 for the one on Lynn. How about a natural 16 for the one on Mo?
Oh my god.
Does a 27 hit you? I'm gonna say yes.
That
So,
more than doubles my ACs.
That's unlucky. So a couple of tendrils kind of like lash out at you as it's falling down and kind of just squashes on the ground, and you take 10 bludgeoning damage as these tendrils just kind of wrap around you, and you are. Is grabbed a condition? You're definitely grappled. I don't
Yeah.
think grab's a condition.
I don't see.
And you are grappled.
grabbed.
Yeah, you're grappled.
Ooh.
Oh.
Moat, how
but-
you looking?
Well, clarifying because I haven't gotten hit as many times. I haven't gotten hit many times. It goes out of stamina points first and then dips into HP.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Uh,
I didn't take physical damage yet. It hurt, but I'm not
Okay,
out of
okay.
stamina yet.
Well, those were the things surprise rounds, Sensei Hasetsu. Tetsu, your turn.
No, don't put this on me.
As
You
all of
did
this
this.
happens, very suddenly, Tetsu looks kind of like torn as to who to go to, but seeing Len all on his lonesome and both equally in crappy situations, he's going to shift over here to Dr. Len and like kind of try to muscle in between him and this contemplative husk thing, and he's just gonna punch it real good first. Yeah, just gonna do a normal punch as he moves over here and tries to get in the way to protect Len.
Okay.
13 against 14 against EAC.
14 against EAC is a miss.
What? You suck.
Big smile.
That's all I got.
It was very close. You glanced it. 15 EAC.
Yeesh.
Saz. Dr. Lin, your turn.
All right. Can Len take take a as a move action, take a guarded step to put Tetsu between himself and the thingamabobber?
Oh yeah.
And does the thing's attention seem to shift to Tetsu, or does it still look intent on me?
It looks like it's really wants to just kill whatever's near it.
Okay. In that case, Len will, I guess he's stepping behind Tetsu. He'll say, "Thank you," and then shoulder his needler rifle and attempt to shoot the thing.
All right.
And he will load onto that a what's the name of it? A hallucinogen biohack. So I will get into that if I hit the attack.
Ooh.
Shoots Tetsu in the back of the
Fucking
head.
do it, Dr. Lin.
19 for 5 piercing damage.
A 19 does hit. It takes 5 piercing damage. Before you go into all this crazy rolling, are hallucinogens mind affecting?
Ooh.
I'm gonna say
I
yes.
think so. Let me make sure, because I know I can
Trip
do this
balls
on
if you don't got a brain.
Hold on.
Real quick, I noticed that there is a condition called negative levels.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That exists.
It's
I
real.
don't like it.
It is
Is
a
it
mind
a real
affecting
thing?
poison effect. So yeah, I imagine both are probably not great.
All right. It pierces. It lets all the hallucinogen liquid into it, and nothing happens.
Okay, good to know.
Oof.
And that is my turn.
All right. Zeha.
Okay, so I'm gonna use this to my advantage in the fact that knowledge checks are free. Looking at these things, do I think that either of them count as humanoid creatures that are CR3 or lower?
Weird, that
I'll
sounds
need you
oddly
to-
similar.
I need you to concentrate on one and give me a life science check.
Okay.
While they are free, I don't want someone to check like all 6 participants on the battlefield.
You can't stop me.
Cancels everything all at once.
I'll do the
I
one
will.
that's in front
Your
of
rules,
me.
DM.
Life science, right?
Yeah.
24.
Okay.
Wasting my good rolls.
The one in front of you, definitely not humanoid. Probably not below CR3.
Oh my god. Fuck. Okay.
What I will tell you,
Yes.
Mode's dead.
if I can get it to pull up whatsoever, it doesn't look like I can. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Watch it removes Mode's
Uh,
mask.
Hello?
Stick a
I need an
tentacle down
adult.
Mode's throat.
Let's see. I'm gonna go
Hello, mother-
glass cannon style for here. You'll get 2 pieces of information. Tell me what you would like. One of the answers can be whatever's interesting. So you get, that's like immunities, weaknesses, like speed, special abilities, like all that kind of stuff you can find out. So feel free to ask for 2 pieces of information and I will give it to you.
Whatever's interesting.
Okay.
Hands down.
For sure. First, very interesting point of view that you figure out about this plant type of thing. You don't think it would be able to survive on the moon's atmosphere. Period.
Okay.
Like it, if it was brought here, it was brought here in a like vacuum chamber of some sort and or grew here. Like it just cannot. 2, vulnerable to fire.
Okay. So weirdly specific question regarding the atmosphere, like that kind of having come into my mind about this. Has the path backwards up until now like left open in the sense of like if I open the front door, not that I would be able to get there anytime soon, but like that it would reach all the way here? Or do these doors like close automatically?
Okay, that's a highly interesting question. What I will tell you is you haven't really thought of it till now. But if that's the case, the fungus down the hallway should have died when you opened the door to the moon.
Right. And it did not.
It didn't. You get the sense that, like, if you left it open for a very long time, it might. You're thinking on it. And I'll roll over this life science check to probably the most interesting piece of information you guys have got so far. You get the sense that this fungus is creating the pressure and atmosphere within this space.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Breathing the
I
kitties.
relay as much of that as I can, given the situations. Like these things are. It's the source of the atmosphere here, and I don't think it would last out there. And also, fire would be very useful right now. And then, what do I do? Fudge brownies. Okay, so I have my pistol in hand, and to be specific, I have my mercy pistol, my semi-auto pistol, my not mercy pistol. And I'm just gonna look at it in front of me, and I am going to look at Eisen, and I'm gonna say, "This is all you," and I will lay down harrying fire.
Okay.
Which
I like it.
Which should it doesn't do damage myself, but I don't trust myself to. And it is going to gain an ally gains +2 to the next attack roll against this target. So I'm just like confusing the crap out of it as I do this, and then I'm going to, that's just an action, so I'm going to just start like strafing away, a touch away, so I'm like equidistant between these two, but also further away.
Okay. I'm pretty sure Herring Fire has a DC, right? It should be DC 15.
I believe it is DC 15.
All right, give me that roll. It's an attack roll against DC 15.
Okay.
I
You got
love the
this.
move. I love moves that aren't I attack it and do a bunch of
Hey.
damage.
Woo!
Very nice.
Because to be honest, you're not sure if 18 would have hit, but
No.
you made the 15 DC for sure. So you do spin around. So make sure you're marking that off and stuff. You do spin around. You are shooting, but you're like shooting at the ground below it, like catching its attention. You're making it think it needs to pay attention to you, hence giving someone else a +2.
No. Don't pay attention to me. I am shooting at its feet to focus it like over here to the right of it. No, I'm just.
You're shooting at it, period. Therefore, it is paying some sort of attention to you. Eisen, your turn.
You're dead.
So
cry.
talking about attacks that aren't attacks. If I wanted to make this thing let Moat go, can I make is there a shove attack in Starfinder, or is there only reposition?
There is a shove. I'm gonna look it up real quick. I think there's a shove. Type in shove
I
and it
think
doesn't
so, but
come
I
up
tried to look
whatsoever.
it up on Nethys and I couldn't find it. So
Yeah, I was pretty sure there was a shove. Give me a second.
Yeah,
I'm about to
looking
get it.
as well.
I think shove's gonna fall under reposition, unfortunately. Which I have the rules for that now, and I will go ahead and tell you that unless you're and I'm prefacing this. I love these rules, and I may come up with a homebrew for them. But right now, unless you're trained, like very specifically trained to do something like sundering or repositioning, any special combat maneuver is very hard to pull off.
Yeah.
So like reposition is KAC +8.
I know.
It's gonna be
But
what,
there's-
like
the other one I'm
54?
seeing is what's your goal, Eisen? What are you trying to do?
I just want to make him I want to push him a square away from Moat so that he has to let go, right? I just want to break the grapple.
There's a bull rush, which you knock back 5 feet plus 5 additional feet for every 5 which your attack roll exceeds KAC +8, and the target stops
Yeah,
at
it's
obstacles.
still the
Would
same
that be
thing.
something you want to do?
It's
Yeah, I would let bull rush, disarm, or reposition work.
what is the
Any of
one
those.
being trained both as a weaponsmith and a bodyguard? Which one has the best chance of succeeding? From what I've seen of like how tough this thing is.
Unfortunately, all about equal.
Okay.
I will tell you that that disarm probably won't work.
They're all
Right.
melee attack roll versus KAC plus 8. All of
Right.
them.
So unless
yeah.
you're trained in a specific one, it's rough.
They're all the same.
Right.
Yeah.
And with bull rush, could I make a full attack action and like try to bull rush it and then continue to attack it?
No, but Bull Rush, I will tell you the one good thing about Bull Rush is that you can knock it. Actually, never mind. They're all the same. Basically, every 5 you succeed over KAC plus 8, you can move it another 5 feet if you want. So, like, both of them, you could place yourself between it and Moat if you want to.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do then, and this isn't probably going to work, but it's going to be flavorful and cool, is I'm going to take I'm basically going to do a full attack action, but it's not going to actually be a full attack action. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the move action with my cutting winds to basically do a hammering gale to try to reposition it with the cut of my blade, and then to attack it. Oh, I can't do that because, oh no, I'd move it so that it would be in melee with me, and then I would attack it with my actual action. That is my goal.
You're moving towards it?
No, so it's a move action to reposition it, which then involves an attack.
He's
And
attempting to use the wind from his blade. Like when he draws his blade, he can create like such a wind force that it attacks people. He's attempting to use that to move it towards him, and then attack it.
Yes, thus breaking the grapple and hopefully getting it to focus on me.
Okay.
That's the hope. Let's see if it works, shall we?
That sounds
Let's do it.
cool.
If you are, I will tell you, if you do want to do it as part of a full attack action, it will take the -4.
The -4 what?
Full attack action, both attacks take a -4.
No, I'm just.
You have a +2 from me.
Yeah, but if I want to hit it to reposition it, I need the most I can get. So I'm
So
just gonna do.
I would absolutely allow you to move it and attack it, but you will take the full attack action penalty.
Right. I can't afford it because I need this thing to move. So I'm just going to use like a hammering wind. So hopefully like the wind itself like creates like a wall buffer as I draw my blade to try to cut this thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Please be good, dice roller. Please be good to me. I beg you.
Roll 20. Will
Six,
give you anything.
16 for an 18? Damn it. It's not enough.
18.
That is not enough for a KC plus 8.
No. Like, the only way I could have done it was with a +6. If I rolled like an 18, I might have made it, but like.
You wasted
I'll-
my +2.
I'll tell you were in the ballpark if you rolled like a 15 or higher.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I'm not gonna do exact math, but you're definitely in the ballpark if you did that. Okay.
So
but
I used a
you-
move action. Can I at least get close to it?
Yeah, you can use your standard to move up. All right.
I've done it. That's all I can do.
Perfect.
It was cool, but
Yeah.
it didn't break it.
No, I mean I love it. You guys watch like out of panic almost. Eisen draws a sword. The force from him drawing his sword like so quickly lets an air blast across this plant, which like blows it back a little, and it just is able to hold on to Moat's small body and bring them along with it, and just keeps hold. Moat, your turn.
Moat is going to go into a little bit of a panicked, defensive ball of, oh my god, stop, and will go into a full defensive position. So
Okay.
just going and covering their head and trying to avoid any further attacks. So we'll take the total defense full standard action, and then since Wasp can act on their own, Wasp will fire a needler dart at the creature from its position.
Okay. It'll be at a -2 for just your body and Eisen being there, but take it.
All right. It's a 8.
All right. You
Come on, Wasp.
see the needler come out, just kind of ping, like hits off the ground, kind of bounces up towards the plant, does nothing. Moat is fighting defensively. It is the plant's turn. And we will see what
Good knowing
happens
you, Moat.
next week.
No.
Oh, what?
You
No, mid
turd.
combat.
Yeah.
Oh god.
No, you
Come
can't
on.
Yeah. We did it.
The worst.
do that. You did nothing.
No.
We did it. We did it together.